Hello everyone, welcome to my channel for today's new video, the latest episode of WWE RAW. Following the highly eventful Survivor Series, delivered a roller coaster of drama, surprises, and confrontations. From CM Punk's fiery return to Drew McIntyre's shocking comeback, here's a comprehensive breakdown of the night's events. CM Punk opened the show with his signature charisma, addressing the WWE Universe. He teased a potential WrestleMania journey, hinting at the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber as possible stepping stones. However, the atmosphere grew tense as Seth Rollins made his way to the ring. Rollins, still bitter about Punk's return, admitted his regret for not taking Punk down sooner. He issued a challenge, but Punk dismissed it, claiming Seth had nothing he desired. The heated exchange nearly escalated into a brawl, but Jey Uso and Sami Zayn intervened alongside WWE officials to prevent chaos. The tension between Rollins and Zayn reignited old wounds, with Rollins accusing Sami of naivety and gullibility for aligning with Punk during War Games. The confrontation led to Zayn challenging Rollins to a match later that night. In a high-stakes showdown, Judgment Day faced off against Damaged CTRL. The match kicked off with Io Sky taking early punishment, but retaliating with a suplex on Liv Morgan. Raquel Rodriguez later entered the fray, unleashing a barrage of powerful moves on Kairi Sane before landing the Texana Bomb for the victory. Post-match, Rhea Ripley attempted to rescue her damaged CTRL teammates, but was targeted by Raquel Rodriguez. Exploiting Ripley's injured orbital bone, Rodriguez slammed her into the announce desk, leaving the Women's World Champion visibly shaken. The next bout featured Dakota Kai, Katana Chance, and Shayna Baszler in a thrilling triple threat match. The action spilled outside early, with Katana landing a dive to neutralize her opponents. Back in the ring, Dakota outmaneuvered Shayna's Kirifuda clutch and dodged Katana's high-flying moves. She ultimately sealed the win with the Benetriller. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods celebrated a decade of the New Day's legacy, only to be interrupted by the returning Big E. While fans erupted in cheers, the reunion turned sour. Big E expressed his desire to manage the team until he could wrestle again, but Kofi and Woods accused him of abandoning them. The segment ended emotionally as Big E left the ring after being rebuffed, leaving a question mark over the New Day's future. Gunther, the dominant Intercontinental Champion, made short work of Dominic Mysterio. Despite a brief rally from Dominic that included a low blow and a 619, Gunther overpowered him with a series of strikes and a devastating powerbomb to secure the win. Following the match, Finn Balor ambushed Gunther with a sling blade and multiple coup de grace stomps, making a bold statement. The backstage area was a hotbed of intrigue. Jey Uso was discovered injured, sparking speculation about the attacker's identity. Braun Breaker confronted Ludwig Kaiser, taunting him about stepping out of Gunther's shadow, while Sami Zayn vowed to avenge Jey's assault in the ring. R-Truth faced Pete Dunne in a match that saw Dunne dominating early. However, a distraction from the crowd's Butch chants allowed Truth to capitalize, rolling up Dunne for a surprise victory. The main event saw Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn battling in an emotionally charged contest. The match was fiercely competitive, with Sami landing an exploder suplex and Seth countering the Helluva Kick with a super kick. The action spilled outside, where Sami accused Seth of attacking Jey Uso. Distracted by his anger, Sami was rolled up by Rollins for the pinfall. As the show closed, a hooded figure blindsided Sami Zayn with a devastating Claymore kick. The mystery attacker revealed himself as Drew McIntyre, marking a shocking return to Raw. The December 2 episode of Raw left fans with more questions than answers, sparking speculation about the future of WWE's storylines and rivalries. Here's a closer look at the key developments and their potential implications. The animosity between CM Punk and Seth Rollins took center stage, with Rollins openly challenging Punk while venting his frustration. Punk's refusal to engage, stating that Seth had nothing he wanted, only added fuel to the fire. Rollins' role as a volatile antagonist contrasted sharply with Punk's composed demeanor, creating a palpable tension that feels destined to explode. The possibility of these two titans clashing at a major event like the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania is too enticing to ignore. Whether through direct confrontation or the chaos of the Rumble match itself, the seeds of their feud have been sown, promising to captivate fans in the months to come. Rhea Ripley's orbital bone injury became a focal point of the Judgment Day versus Damage CTRL narrative. Raquel Rodriguez's brutal assault on the champion was not only a statement, but also a strategic move to weaken Ripley further. This marks a turning point in Raquel's character, showing a more ruthless side as she eyes the Women's World Championship. For Ripley, the injury could be both a setback and an opportunity to showcase her resilience. Whether she fights through the pain or is forced to take time off, the storyline opens avenues for new challengers to step up while keeping her eventual comeback highly anticipated. Big E's return, while initially celebratory, unveiled deep-seated tension within the New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods' resentment toward Big E for his perceived absence during critical moments hinted at a potential fracture in the group's bond. If these tensions escalate, it could lead to a storyline exploring loyalty, forgiveness, and the dynamics of long-term friendships in the face of adversity. Alternatively, Big E's presence as a non-wrestling manager might serve as a unifying force, bringing the trio back together stronger than ever. The cracks within Judgment Day were evident as Finn Balor lashed out at Liv Morgan, blaming her loss at War Games for the group's setbacks. Balor's frustrations suggest a potential leadership struggle within the faction, especially as Damian Priest's status as Mr. Money in the Bank looms large over the group's dynamic. Balor's assault on Gunther later in the night also raised eyebrows. Is Finn positioning himself as a challenger for the Intercontinental Championship, or was this a reckless outburst born of frustration? Either way, his actions could have ramifications for both Judgment Day and the mid-card title scene. Jey Uso's backstage attack was a pivotal moment that left fans speculating about the culprit. While Sami Zayn initially accused Seth Rollins, the reveal of Drew McIntyre's involvement in the night's chaos adds another layer to the mystery. McIntyre's sudden and aggressive return, coupled with his claymore on Zayn, raises questions about his motivations. Is he aligning with someone to target Jey Uso and Zayn, or is this a solo pursuit for vengeance or dominance? McIntyre's return injects fresh unpredictability into Raw's landscape. Gunther's decisive victory over Dominic Mysterio reinforced his status as one of WWE's most dominant champions. However, Finn Balor's post-match attack suggests a brewing rivalry that could elevate both competitors. Balor's aggression hinted at a desire to reclaim his place at the top, making a potential Gunther versus Balor feud a must-watch for fans of technical and hard-hitting wrestling. Sami Zayn's quest for justice following Jey Uso's attack added an emotional edge to his main event clash with Seth Rollins. Despite falling victim to Rollins' cunning tactics, Zayn's determination and willingness to fight through adversity resonated with the audience. Zayn's accusation that Rollins was behind the attack on Jey may have been misplaced, but it planted seeds for further animosity between the two. With Drew McIntyre now in the picture, Zayn finds himself at the center of multiple storylines, potentially becoming a key player in Raw's narrative direction. Drew McIntyre's return to Raw in such a dramatic fashion suggests a renewed focus on his character. His sudden attack on Sami Zayn left fans guessing about his intentions and alliances. Could McIntyre be targeting the Bloodline's remnants, or is his grudge with Zayn more personal? McIntyre's reintroduction adds depth to Raw's roster, giving the show a much-needed injection of star power. Whether he aligns himself with an existing faction or forges his own path, his actions will undoubtedly have significant repercussions in the weeks to come. The fallout from December 2 has set the stage for intriguing rivalries and dramatic twists. With CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Rhea Ripley, and Drew McIntyre all playing central roles, Raw is brimming with potential as WWE heads toward the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season. The road ahead promises high-stakes matches, emotional storytelling, and unforgettable moments. Wrestling fans can rest assured, this chapter of Raw is only the beginning.